I'm grocery shopping watching Dwight the Hitman Bailey, man. Awesome stuff. Using one of those cripple carts. Dwight, you rock, buddy. It's Three Bears grocery store, man. I don't normally use these carts, but it's the only way I can get to watch Dwight and walk around, man, in the grocery shop at the same time. My reception's gonna drop in now.
Welcome, folks, to the show. My name's Jade. This is How to App on iOS, and this is our weekly creator series where we catch up with creative types, people who, no matter what their skill level, where they come from, whoever they are, gender, sexuality, whatever it is, we catch up and we find out more about who they are, because it's important to dig deep and find out who these people are who are creating music. Yeah. Alright, so welcome to the show. It is 8:07 a.m. here in Australia. If you are watching over on Facebook,
Well, after 12 here, Jade.
Don't broadcast there anymore. But welcome to those who are watching on YouTube and those who are watching over at the Twitch at twitch.tv/App on iOS. So let's get into it today. This particular artist I came across, I want to say last year. Yeah, because that's when I first came across the Metalhead Hippie Show. And most of us now, if you know this channel, or if you're a follower of Pete John's channel, or Ron Ward's channel, or Thomas Christ, or any of the other channels, you'll know who Metalhead Hippie is.
I know that guy.
The 6-hour marathon shows where he plays a whole lot of artists. And I first came across this particular artist on the Metalhead Hippie Show. And he has a particular intro that Metalhead Hippie throws down pretty much all the time, and it's become like his catchphrase. So I'm going to try and remember it from memory and do it justice.
All
Maybe
right.
I'll try and do it
Let's
in
see if you can get
Metalhead
it.
Hippie's voice. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can actually do it. I've got my finger on this button here ready to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, he's the Mississippi Marauder. Straight out of Flowood, Mississippi.
You
One
fucked
shot,
it up.
one kill, bang! It's Dwight, the Hitman Bailey.
You screwed it up,
Ladies and
Jade.
gentlemen, please welcome to the show your friend and mine, Dwight, the Hitman Bailey. Dwight, welcome to the show. How are you going today?
There's my bud.
Doing good, Jade. Good to see you, Jade.
Good to see you,
Jade,
too,
everybody.
my friend. Thank you so very much for coming on the show. And I know you had to move a few mountains to be able to come on the show today. So I thank you very much for doing that. That's very kind of you to spend some time with us. I'm going to ask the first question. How did the Mississippi Marauder, one shot, one kill, bang, nickname come about?
It's the Metalhead Hippie. They nicknamed me the Hitman.
Right on.
He's I was watching his show when he was doing Tech Talk Tuesday and stuff like that, and he decided just to start. That's before he even started playing anybody on his channel, So he said he saw that I had some music videos, and I was hanging out on his channel a lot. So I think it was maybe one of my early River Runs Wild songs he put up there just to play on his channel. And then so it took off, and he started putting a couple other people and used their music up there. And over a period of time, he just saying, since I had so many different songs I was working on and writing, he just called me the Hitman. And then it just got more and more from there. At first it was just Dwight the Hitman Bailey. Then later on he came up with more and more. So all that's for the Metalhead Hippie. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, appreciate it. So
He is here in the chat, by the way. I think he's grocery grocery shopping. So I'm guessing he's in his cart right now, listening to the show.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah,
I can just
Hey,
imagine
brother.
him driving along. Boom, yeah, gotta get myself some soup. Boom. In the metalhead hippie cart. So when I first heard the name, I thought, oh my God, so is he like a hitman? Is this where this has come from? Does he murder people? What is it about? But then I think I started to realize it is because you release so many tracks, like a hit machine. I'm guessing that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is, and he just went elaborated more and more on it. So and him and some other people just kept me going and stuff. So like Ben Coombs, he's got a channel, and Terry 3Gs, So they always talked about me some a little bit too. So when at first it started out the channel, I was just gonna see how my different guitars sounded. I'd written some songs in the past, so I kind of meddled around with it. And it got to where people were watching them more and more. So I said, well, let me make it better and better as best I can, So
the one thing about you that I've noticed is that you are extremely beloved from the community. Like every time you come on, there's an incredible amount of people who
Dwight
really
Roc, man.
care about you, and I think a lot of people take a lot of interest in you. It's one of the reasons I wanted to have you on the show. You're definitely one of the more unique artists that I see on Hippie Show. You stand out, and that's a good thing as an artist when you stand out. So how has it been like since Metalhead Hippie started playing, doing these shows and promoting so many people? The amount of outpouring that's come towards you, the amount of love towards your music, how has that been for you?
Oh, it's been great. It's been great, and everybody's been great, and cheering me on and listening to my songs, and more people, coming over to my channel and commenting on it. The different songs I put out. But some of them are not as good as others, and some of the sound quality, I've been working on that, trying to get my sound better. So people leave a comment saying, hey, it's not sounding quite as good, just let me know, and I appreciate that. So, because everybody else wants to hear good, clean music too, so, they can enjoy, so.
Yeah, totally. And it's one of the reasons I wanted to have you on as well, too, because, as Pete John says, we're all just a work in progress, it's one of his last song that he released, and we're all, he says it too, he says they sound like catchphrases, we all start at zero, and the more we produce and the more that we make, we get better and better. So that's why I do these shows too. Like, I've had artists like
Jade Roc,
on the show from Dream Theater.
Thanks for having
and now I've got
Dwight
Bailey
on,
on
man.
the same show. You know what I'm saying?
Totally hip, slick, and cool.
Everybody's learning, no matter what your skill grade is, wherever you're at with technology or whatever it is. And I try and do this show to make sure people who come on leave the show better than not fixed, or I don't mean it like that. Like,
Robert, to the office, please, Robert.
If you go to the beach, don't leave your garbage at the beach. Take it with you. Leave the beach as it was, if not better than before. I want to ask you this opening question. I have a few questions I ask everybody at the start of the show. And the first one is, Dwight, the Hitman Baby, what does music mean to you?
It's a form of relaxation is one of them. When I listen to music, it puts me in a relaxed state a lot of times, and enjoyable too. So, a lot of hear some people write more depressed songs, and some people more happy songs get you more happy. So I like, I kind of pattern myself out of trying to be in the happy range, or something fun, So try to cheer you up too, or I just like the sound. I always love the sound of music, so
I could take that the wrong way. I always loved the sound of music. The movie? The movie, The Sound of Music? I remember hearing that as a kid and was like, get this thing off, I hate that movie. I'm joking. So, do you remember when you were growing up, the music that was played in your household by your parents? And if you do you want to tell us who some of those bands were that you remember, and have they influenced you?
Yeah. My parents listened to Dance School records, like Blue Red. As a matter of fact, when when my first concert I went to my parents was Loretta Lynn concert, and she's a really great artist, and it was in a big coliseum. And after the show, she came down to the front, which really impressed me. I haven't seen hardly anybody do that lately. She would sit down right in the front, talk to people, and sign stuff for an hour or two after the show. After the show was over, right down front from the coliseum, people would walk by and talk to her, But you don't see that too much anymore nowadays, Which that really impressed me because, you can tell that lady, loved what she did. She had a passion for it,
Yeah. So when you were younger and you would hear this music in the house, was it an early age you wanted to actually play the music? Did this music inspire you to want to play it, or was it just something good?
Yeah, it just made me feel good. And my parents, they listened to Elvis a lot, and some of the Jimmy somebody, I don't remember all the artists they listened to, but and they listened to that a lot. And I'm trying to think when they mostly just had old record players. They started out with like an old stuff. Then I got a little older, and some of my friends went to high school and started listening to Def Leppard and stuff. So my first concert was Foreigner, I think, the Jukebox Hero, so that was a great concert. Of course, I live here in Mississippi, so there's not a whole lot here, One of the smaller states there.
I've been to Mississippi.
Well, I mean,
the actual river. That's all.
Yeah.
When I was living in Minneapolis, so I stood next to the Mississippi River,
Going
but it
by
was
the
in
meat
Minneapolis. So.
Okay, probably small up there.
Yeah.
Was it Jade? They say, when he was down here, it's like a couple of miles across.
Yeah, it's very shallow. 2016.
Almond milk.
And a couple of Van Halen tapes too. I can't remember which one I got.
Check the date on this thing.
Some over the years and stuff, and I like AC/DC a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, was metal your thing? Did you gravitate to metal? I mean, I know you play acoustic guitar as well, but a lot of your music things
Shit's like 12
seems
bucks
to be around distorted
for a
guitars,
gallon and a
a
half.
lot of flying V's, and that's a very metal thing to have. So what was it about metal that attracted you? Metal rock.
I just, love the hard driving music, and jamming out and rocking hard. So I always loved that, like this Metallica, and the Headbangers Ball, stuff like that. Yeah, when I was going to college there,
December
the radio
7th,
stations
October,
were
November,
college,
December
so
17th.
me and a couple of my friends, it's around. That's what you pick it up with. They played late at night, and the draft would be able to pick up the stations and listen to them.
I'll never forget. Headphones on my ears. I was already listening to Iron Maiden. Twisted Sister and stuff. So this is awesome. My friends put some headphones on. They're playing Radio Slayer. Once you hear that shit, it's in your blood, and you can't get rid of it. I think. So, when you were growing up and listening,
Hippie's just listening to Jade Starr's interview with Dwight the Hitman Bailey. And Jade, for future references,
sure did. We
goes like this. You know who we got up next,
Smaller where
right?
I'm living now.
He's the
One of my
Mississippi
friends, he
Marauder.
actually
He's the
was,
Flowwood
he played
Assassin.
guitar too, and
He's
his
one
house was
shot
pretty
for
close,
one
so I
kill.
could, we
Bang.
used to jam together.
He is the hitman.
Walk
He is Dwight
Roc
Roc.
So I
Straight out of Flowwood,
just walked to his
Mississippi.
house, and we
Boom.
would we need to play in his garage
Get him,
or up in
Dwight.
my room sometimes. So
Awesome
we had a
stuff,
good time
bro.
on it.
That's going to lead me to the first question. Do you remember I'm sure you've had a lot of these, but do you remember what your first guitar was?
Dwight, I love you, buddy.
Yeah, well, my mom got
Jade,
it for me when I was 13. It
thanks
was
for
called
doing this for Dwight. And, we'll
ELECTR,
catch you later,
just a
man.
bass guitar.
I
It
might
was a
do
great
some
guitar,
recording
and I
later.
traded it for something
Peace, people.
later on. I wish I would have still had it, back in the day.